Keenan concentrating real hard on getting them spark plugs in.
Now I want to break it, man.
Alright, so I decided to make a quick video. I had an issue with fitting these Sicky 1 7/8 long tube headers onto the S14. So I called them and they basically said, I don't know if you guys can see. I'll take you underneath. So what I did was, and this is honestly what they said to do. This is Sicky, mind you. Which thankfully I did make the call because it worked. But take a jack and jack straight up on the harmonic balancer. Loosen the engine, the motor mounts on both sides, and basically jack the engine up that extra ½ inch, and it actually ends up giving you the ½ inch of space that you need to be able to get that header in there. So I tried a couple different combinations of taking the starter out. Where's my light? So this is, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's about how much room you have. And the wrap, I mean, really kind of makes it look a little bit bigger, but I mean, it is plenty of room in there. Okay, right there. It'll focus. Yeah, there she is. So yeah, plenty of room. You end up loosening, your motor mount right there. Take it all the way out to the end of the head of the bolt, and it gives you the ½ inch you need to get it in. And I wrestled with this thing by myself for a whole afternoon, and there's no way that I was going to try and jack this thing up on the harmonic balancer and do all that to try and get the header in. And the starter, the starter's tucked in up underneath of here. And what my question was is the LS2 starter bigger than the LS1, or do people just have this issue when they run the 1 7/8 versus the 1 3/4, or the inch? I don't know what the other option is. Maybe it's 1.5 inches. But yeah, we got it in there. I wasn't optimistic because I had fucked with it, like I said, for a whole afternoon, and it didn't have much success. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick hit video on that. For the most part, I got the car back up on jack stands. This is kind of where it's been since February, and it was nice to be able to push it out in the garage. I'd have people stopping and taking pictures, and a lot of my neighbors have known that I was out here working on this thing for months. So, they'd end up stopping and saying good job, or just asking what it was. And yeah, it's coming together back on jack stands, and it'll probably stay like this until after I can get it wired. I got tomorrow, but there's a drift event tomorrow. So I may end up going to the drift event. It's at PPIR, so probably head out there. See if any of the friends that I've made thus far are going to make it out there, and spread the word about the build, basically. So yeah, this will be. I'm still editing the actual paint video. It's actually like 7 or 8 videos long, and I got to try and edit it down to, I think I'm going to try and edit it down to somewhere in the 10-minute range. Otherwise it's just, you can only watch somebody spray paint for so long. It's like, okay, we get it, he's painting the car red. So yeah, that's kind of that. But Keenan had made a funny comment earlier about, I had my Lexus pulled in here because I washed it today, and it actually looked like shit outside earlier, but this evening it's actually, well, It still ain't made it quite back yet, but I washed it today. This old bashed up Nissan that I don't know. I don't know if I'll fix that or not, but so yeah, we'll end up pulling the Lexus back in the garage probably when we're done. That way it just doesn't get shit on. But he had a funny comment about, you know, this is my elegant bitch, and that's the bitch that I wouldn't take home to mom. So it was pretty funny. I had to catch that on camera a little bit later, probably. You know, maybe we'll finish this up and throw down some beers and fire up the video later. But so yeah, I just wanted to get that quick update. I don't know if anybody else is wrestling with trying to put an LS2 in. I don't see a lot of LS2s going into these cars. A lot of people just kind of just go by default and they take the easy route and they end up putting an LS1 in it. But you know, LS2s are just such a newer technology. LS3s is just a way newer technology, and it's just the way to go. So you know, LS1s are, you know, kind of, they're getting to be to where they're outdated. I mean, obviously you're still going to be able to make good horsepower out of them and everything's, it's just, you know, they're just not an LS2 or an LS3. So, all right, guys, see you.